Oh, look at the doggos!
Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Mincy in the flesh?
Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while.
Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right?
It'll be 25 years soon, actually.
You're immortal. You know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade.
I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you,
I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along.
Oh, they are the greatest. I want to pet them. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here?
Oh, always. So, what's brought you back to the area? This isn't your usual hunt.
No, I generally prefer something more...
Moist?
Not the word I would have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my taste. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour. But no.
Oh, the stuff that came pouring down was unique.
That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before, though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much of the enjoyment from the passing landscape, not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast.
Before we go any further, I swear, if she has a hellhound-drawn chariot, she is one of the coolest characters I've ever met.
Also, she said service beast singular, but gave two names. But we have two names.
Your Cerebus theory, maybe.
My service theory is getting close.
You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm really sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse.
Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to slip your veranda's stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend.
I'm glad that my little spells are doing their job.
I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity and urban infrastructure.
Really?
Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say.
What do you have your eyes on?
Protection pearls. I've heard a few hush whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year.
Oh, yeah, those again. Good hunting.
Thank you. Though while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper.
A good drink?
No. My manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes?
Yes, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript, truthfully, almost as soon as she gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that.
Lovely. I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work.
Would you like drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it?
If you're offering, I'm pleased to accept. something to refresh my mind after my journey.
I'll do my best. But what about the doggos?
But what do the doggos? How do I make pop cups?
I wish
Andrew, how do we make pop cups?
pop goblets.
Exactly. Something to refresh the mind, huh? Brain juice. A peak's sunrise would probably work. Let's take a look at our other options.
Yeah, Andrew's adorable. He is both our bartender and our slops bucket.
I want to make a peak sunrise, I think.
That does look hecka brainy.
It talks about focuses on intelligent adventurers are in fields with confidence. So the sparkling nebula is the other one about storytellers and scholars. That seems a better
I
fit.
feel she's going to be a sparkly nebula kind of lady.
Good job, Ed. Good job. Aw. We're up. Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Hang on. Isn't there a dialogue?
I think it's the speech bubble.
There we go.
I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you.
Oh, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down real quick.
Take your time.
So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my precious manuscript.
Someone could magic up a photocopy it. I'm just saying.
You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century while my library came to be?
Certainly. It should be just below this part. No, wait. I must have put it over there, actually.
All right. Given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I do have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript.
That would be helpful.
Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper.
Likewise, Minty. Have a safe and pearl-full journey.
I'll try.
Please pet your dogs for me. Pet your dogs for me. I view that. Where the fuck did I put it? 7 days should be enough to read the manuscript, right?
Ooh.
New quest.
New
Questy
quest.
Magoo. Questopolis.
Plum crepes and spooky armor. Roost of the Aether Tree.
I feel like we might have enough to put together the Zolfin Familiars thing. We had at least 2 references to that.
Yeah. Zoford. Okay.
There you go.
Zoford's docks are a popular viewpoint for animals interested in a nighttime vista. Surely only a sea witch could be responsible for this. There are a lot of people in Zoford. Someone is bound to know something about the missing familiars. Where are they hiding? There's a slight unrest in Zoford. Rumor has it an archmage is looking for their familiar who went missing recently. A scandal in Zoford.
The lively port city of Zofin is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found. But it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could the disappearance be related to the tale of the sea witch who cursed Sophard's dogs?
Oh, end of day.
Give Andu his chow.
Andu, you're the cutest. Bubby's asleep.
Yes, he is.
See, he's out. Oh yay, the sun's come back. Crossing the threshold. Save. Thank you. Still can't interact with any of this, which sometimes makes me sad. It is snowing indoors. Not the greatest.
Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again.
Of course, Fable. Just a moment. Wake me up and feel agile again. Want some zoomies. There we go. Swift strike it is.
Innkeeper, I've discovered this interesting new potion. Espresso?
No.
Please give me 75 of them.
No. Good job, Ed. No, he's such a cutie.
Thank you. I feel much better already.
Long night?
Oh, very. It turns out there are a lot of farmers who needed help.
Regret offering it?
Not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. Before, I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try. It's a bit exhausting at times, but, you know, I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I could still use a bit more practice, though.
That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks.
Didn't log on to the game to be seen in that manner.
You'll have a much easier time helping out other people if you're not close to passing out yourself.
It's cute that you're staring me down like this isn't seeing you also. That's what I have your drinks for.
Coffee! My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to.
I mean, I am pretty good at fooling.
You're pretty good at a lot of things.
I try.
I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay?
Okay, thank you. Good day to you, innkeeper.
Oh my god, seriously.
You want me to change the accent? I can do.
Good day to you too, adventurer.
Yes, an adventurer. That is indeed what I am.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I am.
Oh, I sense fuckery.
I am having my doubts. Kiwi, we are just meeting this individual for the first time.
I come here seeking a drink.
What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you?
Well, what kind of drinks do adventurers that I clearly am usually get?
Whatever drink they desire.
Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good.
Of course.
Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes. Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not?
Possibly. Let's try it out. Okay. What are we giving Mr. Obviously not a noble runaway from home?
Goober. Good grief.
All right. So first snow would work. So would 1,000 winds. Or a frosted lagoon.
Sir, this is a tavern. Potion Cellar is on the opposite side of the street. Can we do a Shirley Temple?
Right.
I love that you two went there and my brain went, all right, Kevin Atreides, wind your neck in.
Makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with its frosty taste in between hot chocolate and frozen glaciers. That sounds like a good choice, I think. 1,000 Winds feels like resting on a tropical island. No. Offers additional UV protection.
I love how Kyle the Vampire is like, I can go out in the sun. I am never not going out in the sun again. This is splendid.
I want to try a first snow, I think. But I think we might need an additive for this.
Fire chill. The Phoenix Chili's too good anti-fire defense. That might be a technicality.
I'm evaluating my options. No, none of those seem quite right. So I think it's one of these, and then 3 of these. No, see how this is the second and this is only first. Okay, let's try this again. Here, Andu. We definitely need an additive. An additive for swiftness. Let's try this. And then for snow. Okay. There we go. Thank you very much, Andy. Let's give that a shot. Let's see what he... Liquid protection against your foes. Now for half the price.
Thank you so very kindly. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I do apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud. Oh, I get that.
Now that you've acquired a drink, why don't you introduce yourself?
How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. An up and coming hero from Windmore. And who might you be?
The up and coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here.
And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove. Your Fable? Yes? Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Trigarin from werewolves?
The very same.
Wow. Oh, what an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you.
Oh, God.
Oh, good things, I hope? Of course. They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family. That's one way to put it, certainly.
They do have a way with words.
Incredible. A true hero indeed.
Oh, no.
They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable.
What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of?
Ah, Well, currently leaving my backstory era. I am in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. Had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch you up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing.
Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time.
Really? Oh, that's spectacular. I always thought those things were myths or legends you only read about in books.
Do you read a lot?
Oh, sometimes. Not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books.
Sure you are, buddy. Sure you are.
Books are cool. You think so?
Oh my god.
Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool.
The coolest.
Oh, well. Actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventurers and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they'd love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Dyrian negotiations, or even became a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as the savior of this world, don't you think?
The Dyrian negotiations? I'm unfamiliar.
That's so terribly boring, really. The renegotiated trade routes due to the collapse of a canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinel rhinoceroses. It's not going all that well, because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs to mainland Ontario itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep.
Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start your hero's journey?
By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand, physically. With your literal hands. Oh. Okay. So I would go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course, that sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next question, Keeper. Away!
Until then.
I love him. That was...
adorable?
Weird. Not because of him, he heard about me being a hero.
Aww.
That doesn't sound right.
But you are a hero.
Well, not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway. There are much greater heroes than me out there.
He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you.
That's nice.
But you don't sound very happy about it.
I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf.
It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and saver of Chagarian.
All right, I get it. Thank you, Inkeep. I'll try better to accept compliments.
Good.
Yes.
Quest taken.
Hello, innkeeper. Hello, Fable.
Hello, Melly, and hello, Malachite. It's good to see you both again.
Likewise, right, Mal?
Can I offer you two a drink?
Actually, you can offer us a quest.
Are you talking about the one you just picked up by any chance?
Your incredible deduction skills strike again.
I'm only trying to match wits here. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars? I knew they were going to take the familiar quest. I knew they were going to take the familiar
Melly is a 10-year-old cat detective, and Malachite is the grim, goth, grim.
I bring you
Witcher
Grumpy Sunshine.
who totally hasn't adopted her.
Right.
I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to a seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. And her sneaky assistant.
They do sound like a great team,
They're not a team.
but they're going on a quest together.
They're not.
Then why are you here, Malachite?
She didn't want to come here alone. Said she can't reach the quest board. And I needed a drink anyway. So you're sending Melly on a quest? Alone? As is customary. That's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it.
Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes.
But she wishes to walk the path of thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. And that just sounds dangerous. And negligent.
I agree.
You're not coming with me?
No.
Why not?
I just explained that.
Badly.
But you have to come with me.
Why?
Job for two people.
There is no job that can't be done alone.
What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence?
Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training?
But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me?
I don't know, Melina.
And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex?
Who cares?
I do.
I think you should go with her. Tempting as the T-Rex threat is much lower in Zoford.
I think you should go with her.
I think you should mind your own business.
And I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a great team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar themed vacation. You might even enjoy it.
Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do.
You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours, and you don't have any other friends waiting around for you.
Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of.
You have a sheepfish?
I do. His name is Rufus, and he does not do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed, and to do his daily crossword puzzles, otherwise his wool will get all strawy.
Oh. Well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely.
Yeah. I could take care of Rufus. What? Well, I I live nearby, and I'm very good with animals, and I am pretty decent at crossword puzzles.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
What if Rufus doesn't like you?
He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies.
You sing? Sometimes?
Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town.
I think I'd prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead. Right? Mal? Fine. But just this once, see it as a final exam for your training.
Wonderful. So, do you two want any help on your quest?
Don't know. What do you think, detective?
Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant.
Please don't call me that.
Okay, mighty Mal then.
No.
How about John?
Chill.
So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us closely, and I've come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars, they all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers, find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick, so they can't destroy any evidence.
I can offer you some of your golden feathers. They do come with the sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make it to Zelford much quicker.
Great idea!
I think you underestimate the severity of the situation.
What would you suggest instead, John?
I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in the discussion. It's a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later.
I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach.
Different problems, different solutions.
If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared.
Does Andrew have fire breath?
Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though.
I'd love to try Andrew's marshmallows.
I'll see if I can set something up when you return from your quest.
Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us.
That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with? Haste for a quick arrival, charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and fire resistance?
Let me think about it. And in fact, we're about to take an ad break, so this is a perfect little moment to save here. And in fact, I think I will save here real quick. Because it seems like one of those important branching moments. I'm thinking haste and charisma.
I'm thinking haste and charisma.
I'm going to back the detective.
Because realistically, I love Melly, but she's a 10-year-old kitten detective. If they get in a fight, then it's not going to help appreciably, you know?
Exactly.
Do you want me to look it up?
Well, we need to take an ad break, so why don't people... do you think our emo OC was an edgelord before he became a dad? I have no way of knowing.
Oh, this man shopped at Hot Topic. Except in this world, it has 2 T's and a K in the topic.
Hey, Hawkeye, how's it going?
Okay, how you been?
So, folks, why don't you have a think about what it is we want to do here? I'm kind of leaning towards the haste technique.
Haste and charisma as opposed to fire resistance and stabs.
Yes, exactly. And we'll take our ad break, and then we'll come back and we'll brew up a drink. I've got to find the right button to push. Hold on, I'll get there. I'm just gonna go the long way. All right, there we go. yawning the second we're back. There's the game audio. All right, so any strong thoughts?
I don't know what you mean.
I'm still thinking we go with haste and thinkiness. So it's 3 crowns and a haste. 3 crowns. I think it's this, the summer breeze. That's 3. So a summer breeze would work, I think. Or maybe a spoken heart. That's 3 crowns. But it doesn't have this tick.
You want me to look up what the recommended drink is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
It's either a sunny breeze or a spoken heart.
It's okay, Bobs. Go back to sleep.
I think it's a sunny breeze. Enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes with an infusion of haste.
Sunny breeze with golden feather.
Yeah, that was my vote as well. So, golden feather and the sunny breeze. So 2 of this. And then 3 of this.
That's not popping.
Let me pour off one of these. Hang on. So this is a golden feather, right? Did I get that right? Sunny breeze, and then golden feather gives haste, right?
Is this the infusion problem we had before?
Yeah, where you have to pour less as a result.
Yeah, it's a 4-spot drink instead of a 5 one, I
Yeah,
think.
I think. So, come on. 2. And see, that takes it full. And then 2, or maybe... There we go. Sunny breeze. But see, you had to put more into this because of the negative. But it's got the feather in it. Okay. I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clear conversation.
You're spot on.
Well, I guess this is how I die.
Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective?
Yes. With your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon.
Best of snooping. I love how he gets the drink.
I should go with them to pick up that cheap fish before they disappear into the night.
Don't forget to sing him a lullaby.
Rufus or John?
Rufus.
Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now.
Oh, have fun, Fable. Long day. Ooh.
You're new. Oh, no, not
No,
quite.
we've met Chrissy. It was right at the beginning of the game.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hold on. We have to show. He's always stretched out.
Please observe maximum leggy. We actually have to pull the camera this far back to demonstrate just how
Yeah.
much leggy is going on.
He's a very long boy. I'm starting to wonder if Fable may be liking our little edgelord there. Exactly. You do the innkeeper. Innkeeper!
Hey, Chrissy. Glad to see you're all right.
Likewise, good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. I don't have time to stay for long. I need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable.
I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are very sturdy, after all.
Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape.
I hope your trip was nice, at least.
Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually, almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the aurochs touched the peaks.
I heard the view is remarkable.
It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. Also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend, after all, even scary creatures.
It does get lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you.
People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as. We should accept them as they are.
I have a few patrons who would really appreciate hearing that.
Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something.
Oh,
Yeah, remember the gnomes? I actually met some.
really?
They had a booth at the convention. They were selling all sorts of stuff. I remembered our conversation, and I got you this. Oh, no, I don't see it yet. I thought you might appreciate it.
I do. Thank you so much. It'll certainly always have a special place in my heart knowing it came from you.
Is it this thing here, maybe? Oh, you're such a sweet talker, but you can't trick me into giving you my name.
What would I want with names?
Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep.
See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself.
Always.
Are we getting the vibe that we are a previously evil demigod and everyone just kind of knows that and keeps us around?
I think so. Do you want this one or should I?
I'll give this a shot.
Baya, good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yes. A while. 6,000 years.
More like 2 months.
Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer.
You hibernated at this time of year.
It was for the Bloomtide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon.
Have a good one, Hawkeye. Hang on.
Thanks for stopping by, Hawkeye. Happy launch day.
I'm gonna turn off the fan real quick.
Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos.
I would also like to hibernate for 600 years. That would be lovely.
That sounds great, doesn't it?
You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all of the 7 moons at once?
Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty.
That festival sounds pretty exciting.
No! Loud. With their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp?
It is a little rude.
Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy, adorned with the thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did?
Oh no, what?
They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting "Demon, be gone" from the top of their tiny, pathetic lungs. So now, I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tune.
Oh dear.
Oh, weird choice. I mean, I know which one we're going to go for. It's us, but
I know.
I love that she is the same width the whole way up.
Give them another chance.
Yeah.
Maybe you should give them another chance. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bogs. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth.
What is wrong with bone-crushing teeth?
They think you might want to crush their bones with them.
Ah. But that would be so rude.
They don't think that way. Hang on a second. Okay, it just shows me the quests, so. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you an awful lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia, maybe even all of Asteria.
Her style is fierce, I will say this.
Those sound perfect for a festival.
You might be right. Maybe I will greet them with some flower crowns next year. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store.
I would definitely buy one.
But right now, I am awake. And I am thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today?
I'm all out, I'm sorry.
Too bad. Something else then. Do you still have those drinks that make you as dirty as tree bark? In case their torches come near me again.
In fact, I still do. Give me a moment. The other thing I want is something with fire resistance. Remember, one of the additives gives fire resistance.
Yeah, Phoenix chilies.
Phoenix chilies.
So a Phoenix chili and one of the Fortitude ones.
Yeah, exactly. So a Frosted Lagoon with a Phoenix chili. Let's see if we can find something else with 3 defense. I think it's going to have to be a Frosted Lagoon with a Phoenix chili. Or a First Snow. Because that's only 2 for the 1,000 Winds. Let's try a Phoenix chili and a Frosted Lagoon. And then Frosted Lagoon with fire resistance. Good job, Andy. I love how sparkly their eyes are. Liquid tree bark, just for you.
Oh. Delicious. I feel I could devour any torch now. Thank you, innkeeper.
What woke you up from your slumber anyhow?
The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried to extinguish them. It is a powerful nutrient.
Sounds tasty.
After the trees and winds and pillbugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest.
Heartburn?
Loneliness. I thought I should get out there and advertise my new spa. Because only crickets were visiting, and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So, I went to where I knew people could use my services. The werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course. So I just hung the coupons up on pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies, together with some jolly little bells so that the wind would announce their presence, like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud masks. I do hope they'll visit me sometime.
I didn't know you opened a spa.
It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody so we can all look beautiful together.
That sounds amazing, Baya.
I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers.
I will happily share this fantastic offer with them.
Aw.
You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself if you like.
But there's no one else here except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest.
No one's here because it's almost closing time, Baya. You have to come by earlier during the day, or earlier in the evening, or maybe even during events.
But there will be people here.
Yes, but I believe that's the point.
Too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupon.
I will do. Oh, I like her. Them, I'm not sure. Baya's cool.
Like a bog banshee who's just very serious about skincare.
Right?
Skincare and personal space.
Oh, he is just... Look at this. He is out. Oh, and it's raining again. Let's save. Meh. I think we can do one more day.
Do one more day.
One day more. Oh, look at the turtle. Hey, innkeeper.
Oh, hello. It's been a while since I've seen you around.
A whole week to be exact. You already missed me.
A little.
Cute. I got my hands on a job all the way over in Tyria. Seems like something relatively easy, but well paid.
Or like something too good to be true.
Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate.
That sounds like easy money.
Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something that'll loosen my tongue. I feel like this job drained me of all my social energy.
Only if I get to hear the rest of the story.
Sounds like a deal to me. Okay, something that'll loosen my tongue. There we go. Brain juice. 1,000 winds would work. Or a sunny breeze.
You mentioned social energy.
Yeah. Melt your tensions and blow away your stresses, leading to enhanced charm and focus. Will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Newfound sincerity, confidence, and heartfelt words. A charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. Yeah, I think a spoken heart might be right. Okay, a little bit of fight. Thank you, Andrew. It snowed here last night, and while I'm not a huge fan, snow on the ground does mean it's less dark by it. I know, I really like that. And it's been a full moon the last couple nights, too.
That doesn't normally happen. Let's hope this suits your taste.
Your drinks never disappoint. What was that bell? Glad to hear. I can definitely feel my charm coming back to me.
I made you a drink, so now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job.
Fine. A deal's a deal. Oh, look at that tail.
The mayhem tail.
Look at the mayhem. Look at the tail. Okay. Told you the client's a farmer, right? She's a large flock of two-headed sheep. Apparently that darn starfall damaged the barn and they somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. Didn't think they were that clever, honestly.
Well, that must be the two brains.
Probably. Anyways, they got out right before their shearing appointment, and of course, the farmer needed to get them back in time. Especially considering the rumors surrounding dairy at the moment. Seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently, an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing these past few weeks. So local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their locks and fences.
Dairy is where the trade negotiations are.
Of course, the farmer wanted her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring her animals back.
That someone being you.
Obviously. Thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job.
I'd say a monster hunter is rather known for, well, hunting instead of handling.
That was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn two-headed sheep are?
Let me guess, they are twice as stubborn as one-headed sheep.
You got it. They're impossible to get moving, impossible to startle. One head might be eating, but the other one, it's always watching you.
But you did it, right? I mean, I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job.
You are absolutely correct. I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, if not thousands of beasts. And some sheep are the only enemy you can't win against.
That sounds like an incredibly humbling experience.
It was, trust me. But luckily, I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer.
Oh?
Yeah, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral finfolk. Must have lost her arm a while ago.
Oh no.
Back to the sheep. She told me there's apparently one thing that gets their full attention. You got any guesses on what that magical tool might be?
I have no...
Clovers!
Is that a crochet hook?
That's a crochet hook.
Please be a crochet.
She has a crochet hook and an adorable knitted jellyfish cardigan. I love her. I want her to be my gran.
Morning dew clovers, to be precise. They go absolutely feral for them. A few will make them follow every single one of your commands, but someone with your experience should know that, innkeeper. Do you two know each other?
Barely.
Keep your secrets then, oh so mysterious innkeeper.
I wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me out back there. Didn't expect you two to be best friends, honestly.
Friends?
I think you got that one wrong, Jade.
I'd never befriend someone like them. I have taste.
Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings.
Consider me sorry, Innkeep.
Apology accepted.
Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh?
Indeed. I think I got the hang of it.
What are you waiting for? Your old rival is waiting for a drink.
See you, Grim.
Preferably
Happy
one
Christmas.
that'll restore my energy. Yeah, Una's an Undyne, exactly.
Those sheep make my old bones feel all wobbly, and I don't like feeling so weak.
I've got you.
Let's see what that old magic has to offer.
Don't worry, they may not look like it, but their drinks are actually really good.
I bet.
I'll just take that as a compliment, I suppose. Are we Gandalf? Did Gandalf retire to become an artisanal mixologist?
I have no idea what's
Because I feel like he has that in him. I've quite enough of this. Going to open a weed store and possibly a coffee shop.
Sailor's Courage. Or a Southern Brawler. Let's do a Sailor's Courage.
She looks like a sailor's courage is kind of on brand for her.
Right, exactly. So. One of those. One of those. And then 3 of these, I think. Nope, we're gonna need an additive. Okay. So something that adds to fighting is my guess. Phoenix chili. Or frost.
I mean, I feel like he would have one of those bars with the amazing colossal cubic ice cubes. I feel like he'd do stuff with dry ice.
Let's call a Southern Brawler. There's a Sailor's Courage. All right. Good job, Endu.
Oh, wow.
Impressed.
Don't get cocky now.
You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una, Jade told me you're retired now? Had enough of the adventuring business?
Absolutely. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes.
And yet you decided to help Jade.
Ever had to handle a two-headed sheep?
Not yet.
Lucky you. Lucky indeed.
I just couldn't watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer. But this was a one-time exception.
Did the farmer pay accordingly after your morning dew clover's magic trick?
Oh, absolutely. She was so happy she gratefully paid us both.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
She even tipped us with some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm a
Mida.
I don't have any use for stones like those. And since I'm retired, I couldn't care less about material riches. So we figured we'd give them to you instead. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift. Oh.
Oh, divine gems. A little blasphemous indeed.
Citron. This rare gemstone can only be found in the well-hidden eastern parts of the Forbidden Valley. Citron is said to be favored by dragons due to its incredibly divine properties. It gives blessed. Oh, nice.
I think I know just the right way to use these. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to the crocheting for the rest of my life. Goals! Goals!
I'm gonna make a sweater the size
Didn't get the hook put in for nothing.
I love her.
Of course, I also occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. Haven't lost a game in 4 decades. That's remarkable.
Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair.
I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I've also never lost a game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to a duel? Absolutely. And whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks. That's the spirit. I like you, bounty hunter, but don't come crying to me after I annihilate you. Ha! You wish.
I mean, Unas are people.
Let's say Jay Bianca.
Yeah.
Bianca or Jay, you're worried about me? Cute.
I just know for a fact that Una is a master at cheating. And I doubt that's changed.
So you're saying you've lost against her?
More than once, yes.
Pathetic. Hey, are you talking about me? Listen, Innkeep, if your opponent is obviously cheating like she was, you can't beat him fair and square. You gotta beat him at cheating. Now watch how a real master does it.
Eat trash, be trash.
Oh my god, Himbo has logged on the chat.
G'day.
And on that note, we're gonna stop right here. Look at him.
Oh.
Look at his precious eager. If you don't do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation, I'm going to disown you.
And yet, Elstrom.
And yet, Elstrom lives. Okay,
Not the pancreas.
we are absolutely going to leave it here. Look at him. Look at his sparkling eyes. That he has barbarian written all over him. Australian himbo barbarian. I can't wait to meet him, but he will have to wait for a little bit. Folks, we've got the last ad break of the stream about to run here. And the timing is perfect because look at the lad. Look at him all stretched out and such. So we're going to take our last stream break, and then we'll do a little bit of shenanigans, and we'll wrap it up for the night. So take a little stretch, everybody. We'll be right back.